Today on Cooking for Strength, I'm going to show you guys how to prep a week's worth of food with minimum cooking abilities required. Like I said, minimum cooking abilities required here, guys. I've got a bunch of raw materials here. I'm going to show you guys what I've made this week to eat, and hopefully you can use that information to come up with a plan that suits you. Basically, I'm on a 3-meal-a-day diet. A couple of protein shakes or snacks, whatever, that aren't on the list, but it's basically 3 big meals. That works best for my schedule, and that's what I'm doing here. 1, for breakfast. Here's what I've got. I've wanted sausage and steak this week, and this was on sale at the store. It's not steak, but it's red meat. So what I've done here is I bought 5 pounds of ground beef, not as lean as I would like because that's all that they had at the store, and I bought 1 pound of sweet Italian sausage. I've combined about 3 pounds of ground beef with 1 pound of Italian sausage here. Put them in a cookie sheet. This is like the White Castle style burger recipe. Put them on the cookie sheet here, spread it all out, throw it in the oven, 400 degrees for about 20 minutes, and bam. That's a huge amount of meat for the rest of the week. That's going to go with breakfast. And I'm going to combine this with eggs and scrambled eggs. I like scrambled eggs, they're easy. In the scrambled eggs, I'm going to take a bunch of leftover vegetables I had from another dish I'm going to mention in a minute, dice them all up, throw them in with the eggs, have it with these burgers, these like burger patties that I've made, and there's breakfast right there. It's easy. All I did was stick it in the oven, okay? Real easy, and then anybody can make scrambled eggs. Bam, that's breakfast for the next 5 days. Done. Next is lunch. For lunch, I'm using the crock pot. Again, very easy, you don't have to do anything. I'm putting about 5 pounds of chicken breast here in the crock pot. And now I'm gonna leave that on high for about 4 or 5 hours, something like that. About halfway through, I'm gonna come in and put the vegetables in. And in this case, I'm using a lot of mushrooms, and I bought a big bag of frozen vegetables, the Normandy blend. So it's got lots of zucchini, cauliflower, some broccoli. It's got a lot of vegetables, and it's got a lot of starchy carb type vegetables in it too. So I'm going to throw those in when there's about 2 hours left to cook. When that comes out, it's basically a chicken pot roast. And that's going to go over this big thing of rice I made. This is enough rice for I mainly plan this out for my 3 workout days. I need a lot more carbs on the days I'm doing my workout. I'm doing the Texas method now, and the weights are starting to get pretty high, and I need to recover a lot, and I need to have a lot of energy going into my workouts. So this is not a low carb diet. So high carbs. Rice is super easy. Just it's basically 2 cups of water for every 1 cup of rice. Put it in a big pot, bring it to a boil, and then let it simmer until the water's gone. Nice and easy, nothing to do there really. Just put it in there and bring it to a boil. And I'm going to put the pot roast, the chicken pot roast, over top of the rice. Bam, there's lunch. For dinner, I bought a bunch of pork chops. I'm going to have 2 pork chops every workout night. After my workout, after my shake, and I'm going to have pork chops, and I made this mango salsa that's going to go on them. Fruit pairs well with pork. So what's in the mango salsa is this: 1 can of diced pineapple chunks in pineapple juice, not syrup, 1 mango, 1 chopped up jalapeno, half of a chopped up red onion, and half of a chopped up green bell pepper, and a little bit of olive oil and some salt and pepper. And that's it. That's going to go on top of it. I'm going to serve it with some vegetables that I heat up, that Normandy blend, and a big bag of frozen broccoli, whichever I choose on any given night. And I've made a large carb source, potatoes. I peeled and cooked up a whole thing of potatoes already. Enough potatoes for the rest of the week. And that's my carbs. Potatoes go good. You can kind of refry them a second time if you want these to be more like hash browns, be more crispy. And That's going to be my carb source for after my workout, for my dinner, for my late meal. And that's pretty much it right there. I mean, you see a whole week's worth of stuff here with not much prep time and pretty much no real cooking skills involved. But basically, the only limits to the flavor here are going to be what kind of seasonings and stuff you put on this. So pretty much your whole week of meals is covered. My whole week of meals is covered here. Hopefully you can use this sort of idea to use it as a template or an inspiration of sorts, and come up with different ways that you can get your protein, your carbs, and your fats for all your meals during the week in an easy and cost-effective way. That's it for today's episode of Cooking for Strength. Stay tuned to Strength Cycle. If you have any questions, comments, anything like that, leave them in the comments section or hit me up on the website. Don't forget to check out the website, www.strengthcycle.com. And until then, stay tuned to Strength Cycle.